Hello, friends. Welcome to Knits by Scent. It's Cynthia. I hope you're all doing well today. It's been a little while since I posted anything on my channel. If this is your first time joining me, welcome and thank you. And if you're coming back to join me, thank you and welcome. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about things that I've worked on, um, just kind of what I've been up to. So I'm going to start with, I've been on a knitting hat kick lately. So I'm going to show you a couple of hats, whoops, that I made. I did not make this one recently. I actually made this a long time ago. Turns out this is more of a preemie baby size hat, more so than I suppose a newborn could wear it. It does stretch. It's cable knit. I don't know if you can see that. You see that? And I actually made this, oh gosh, it has to be about 4 years or so ago now. And I did it with a loom, on a loom. And I forget where I had it stored, but the Crochet Guild that I joined, they're always collecting, hats for preemies. And so it was stored in a clean space, and I came across it actually, and I was like, oh, I can donate this hat for a little preemie. So I did that one. I have stuff all around me, as I usually do. Again, that was with a loom, and then I made two more little baby hats. Well, one's not so little. Still getting that technique down. This again also was done on the same type of loom. This is a 24 peg loom. I forget what brand it is. So this is, again, a baby size, a preemie, depending on how small they are, how big they are, could wear this or certainly grow into it. So yeah, that. This yarn here is Vanna's Choice, I think is the name of the yarn, and I forget the colorway, but it's really pretty. I had made one of my coworkers a baby blanket with that, 4 or 5 years ago, and I still had some left over. This is my first DPN knitted hat. It's supposed to be a baby hat, but it's kind of big. It's kind of big. Like a toddler could wear it for sure. And I did it on my DPNs. These I got from, no, not Hobie, I'm sorry, Amazon. They're nice. They're like a darker wood. They already have like a little like shellac, or I guess, on them. So they were pretty easy to work with. These are 8mm or size 11. And I have an entire set of these DPNs. I just keep them in this bag. I got the bag from Hobie, I'm pretty sure, with an order a long, long time ago. It says do or die DIY. So I was like, oh, I know what to do with that now. I've had that for, I can't tell you how long. But anyway, so there's a whole set of these DPNs. I feel like I got them for maybe, I would say anywhere from $10 to $15 maybe. And again, from Amazon. They're pretty good. I do like them. They don't make it difficult to knit with. Hold on 2 seconds. I can tell you the type of yarn this hat is because I have more. You guys saw my yarn stash video, right? There's more. Excuse me 1 second. Get one with the label on it. Should have thought about that before I started. But anyway. So, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Premier Serenity Chunky. Each skein has 109 yards, 100 meters, 3.5 weight, 100 grams. It's a bulky 5, and it's 100% acrylic. Yeah. So this particular color is, what's the color in here? Oh, Majesty. That's appropriate. And yeah, I don't know. I lost the label for this other one, but I don't know. It could have been something pastel or rainbows for all I know. I don't know, but it's really pretty. Same yarn, just different color. And I have, I think, like 5 or 6 skeins of this. So I will probably make a baby blanket and hat set, like maybe 2 different hats, a small and a bigger size hat. Yeah. So let's stash that over. And I'm also going to probably maybe knit it. Jury's still out on that. But I had fun. It was really easy knitting, and I did the DPNs from start to finish, which was my, you know, it was a little nerve wracking because you have to, get them on the DPNs without the yarn falling off or sliding off, and get it kind of close together. So you're like working with, it's supposed to be 2 needles, but it's kind of like 3, and I don't know. But anyway, I got it. I did it. So I'm excited about that. Yeah. So I will definitely do that again. All right. Let's see. I also knitted a couple more hats. So this is again some of that leftover yarn from a blanket that I did, and I just found another like ball of it. I'm like, this yarn just does not go away. So anyway, but this was my first knitted hat doing just 2 straight needles. That was interesting until I got towards the end where, okay, did I switch these to dip in? No, I think I kept it on the straight needle the whole time. What I did not really like about it is, so when you knit a hat on straight needles, if you don't know, you're going back and forth. So there's knitting on one side, purling on the other. If you want the stockinette stitch, take this off the head. Okay, so you have to seam up the back of the hat. I am not, yeah, don't really like that. Maybe it's just me. It probably very well is me, but I think I could have done it a little tighter. But I was worried at the time, this was the first time I was doing this, that I would lose, not that, oh, it's kind of hard to see that because it's white and it's very light in here. But well, you can see like that cool little twisting in the crown. I was trying to keep some of that design. So, I don't know. I may or may not try that again, but see if I can straighten it up a little bit. It'll be a nice donated hat. All right, I'm done with the head. I took it off. Okay, and then another knitted hat was a Fair Isles. Look at that. So I like this hat and I don't like this hat. I think I did a great job with the Fair Isles. I was really excited. I used the cream color, it's worsted weight yarn, cream color yarn, and this is Loops and Threads. I do not know the name of the color. It's this yarn I had in my stash, and I thought, oh yeah, that would look really nice together. I think I was right about that. So this was supposed to be for an adult, but it didn't specify like a small adult. Clearly this is a small adult's head. Or a teenager's head. So I mean, I like the hat. It came out pretty nice. But I think what I would do differently is I might have to make the brim, because for the worsted weight, I think they did a stitch of 96. So I would do like one more section of the pattern, which was a count of 8. So I would just do an additional 8 stitches and maybe make the brim a little bit thicker. Yeah, but I think I did a pretty good job on that. Yeah. So, and I like that with the self-changing yarn color, that makes it a little bit more interesting to me. So, yeah. So did that. Oh, and then and now I'm knitting another hat. So you may see this, well, maybe you can't. So let me move my camera a little bit. Oops, sorry. Okay. See that pile of yarn sitting here? Yeah. Okay, so I have a lot of this yarn. I had talked about this when I was going through my yarn stash a little bit. So this is a yarn that I got from AC Moore a few years ago, and I went a little bonkers with it because I was like, oh my gosh, this yarn is so pretty, it's so soft. And then when I started working with it, I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know if I can do this. But I have a lot of it and I still do like it. So I was bound and determined to make a hat. Now I did make a hat before and I should have pulled it out, but I didn't. So I'm not going to pull it out now. Sorry. But it was like it was one skein that I only had like one of them. And it was a purple. It's really pretty, purple and navy blue, like a darker purple, navy blue, and black mixture. And I crocheted that hat, and that came out pretty good. But I just wanted to, I do like knitting. I like crocheting, but I do like knitting as well. And since I know how to make a hat now with knitting, I know that sounds so silly. But anyway, that's my thing. So I started working with the skein that I had caked up a long time ago. These yarns don't have colors on them. So it's corals, right? And the gray is like the green coral or the peach coral or teal colors. So what I did one day was I just went casting on crazy because I don't know. I just wanted to see how it went. This is within a single strand is considered a 3. It's so lightweight that I put some on a needle. I don't know what I was going to do with it, but it was straight needles. I was like, OMG, this is going to take forever. Whatever I think I'm going to do with this is going to take forever. So what I decided to do was to cast on, and I eventually counted, it's 130 stitches that I casted on. And what I did was, I cast it on using the outside of this cake that's trying to wiggle its way apart. Oh, please don't do that. And the inside. And I just did a long tail cast on without the long tail. And I just kept going. It was easier than trying to like guesstimate how much yarn I would need and then have like maybe an abundance of yarn left. So after I did that, then I was like, normally you would cut one ball or, one of the ends and go about making the cat. But I actually wanted it doubled. So I was like, I'll just put them together, and I just started working with them doubled. And this is where I am. So this is where I started. And I did a 1x1 ribbing, which makes it nice and kind of thick. So I really like that. It's got some nice little stretch to it. And then I went into the stockinette stitch with just, knit stitches. And I started this on, I think it was Friday when I cast it on. So I just let work on it for a little bit. It's still going to take a little while to get it to whatever size I want. But I do like it. It's really soft. And I can tell this will be warm because it's knitted, not like it's tight. You know what I mean? So it's not too loose. So the needle size that it calls for is a 4.25. I'm trying to remember if that's what I used. I think these are 4. I think these are a 4. Where's my doodad? All right, I'm going to reach for something again. It's either a 4 or 4.5. I feel like it's a 4 because I usually do the brim in a smaller size. And then I do the hat in the next size up. But actually, okay, these are US 7, so that means they are 4.5. I like this little handy dandy thing. I got this from Hobby Lobby. It's actually Clover's gauge measure. You can figure out what the size of your knitting needles are. And this is to figure out the size of your crochet hooks. If the size have worn off from, if it's something that was printed on or whatever. I thought that was pretty cool. It's like 11 bucks at Hobby Lobby. So anyway, so yeah, so 4.5 is what I started with, and I just stayed with it. So maybe I'll be done by the end of this week. Maybe I have to work the next 2 days, and then I'm off one day, and then I gotta work the weekend. That's okay. Vacation cometh, so I'm excited. All right. So that's it for the knitting. So my husband, so it's Tuesday, and Sunday night, my husband asked me, how long will it take you to make a blanket? I was like, I don't know, usually a couple of weeks. Why? I was just wondering if he can make my mother a blanket, his mother. And then I thought about it. I was like, for Mother's Day. And I was like, well, I might be able to. I'm like, if I crochet a corner to corner with some thick yarn, I should be able to get it done. So on Sunday night, I had casted off, I think it was the toddler size hat there. I just had to finish it up. So I did that and pulled out my crochet hook and got to work. So, I don't want to pull that stitch out. I am almost done with this blanket. I'm going to tell you the yarn I'm using. Yeah, so this is he just asked for a throw. Let's see. Look at that. I got a tape measure here. Let's see. Right? Oh. So the finish is going to be, come on, 30, about 40. Probably, it should be 40 by 40. Excuse me. A 40 by 40 size throw. Of course, I don't have it. Come back to me, voice. Yeah, it's about that. Yep. Because I did do it in a square. I thought about making it like a little longer, but when I thought about it, I had already started decreasing, and I'm like, yep, never mind. we're just gonna keep it moving. So anyway, so the yarn I'm using for this is, again, from my stash. I'm serious about working out that stash. Even though I did buy some yarn this year, but I pulled this out of my stash. This is Caron Sparkle Cakes. Oof. So I am pretty sure I purchased this yarn probably, it was before the days of COVID, like most of my yarn. Probably about 5 years ago, maybe even 6 years ago. And I've had it. And over in my stash there. And this particular colorway is called Mocha Rainbow. I thought it was birthday cake, but because birthday cake looks very similar to this, and I have birthday cake over there, but I'm not gonna grab it. It has the sparkles and everything, but I think the brown tones are lighter on the birthday cake. But either way, as I started off with 2. And it's like, okay, we'll see where we are. And I was like, nope, this is going to be a 4 cake job, which I should have known, which is fine because I had that and some. But since I'm kind of in a hurry to get it finished because I have to work this weekend, and I'm sure he's going to go see his mom on Sunday, I want to have it finished by Friday. And I am 3/4 of the way there already. So I only have this, I don't know if you can see that, from here to right there to do. And then if time permitting, I'll try to get a nice border on there. So I'll probably keep working on this tonight so I can try to get it finished. It's not that much more to do. And then on Friday, I'll be able to put a border on. Sorry, my husband's calling. I'll have to call him back in a minute. All right. So the other thing, I just made a decision about my husband's blanket. I'm sorry, let me backtrack for a second. So when I was talking about the hat, I just wanted to like show you all the pretty colors of that yarn that I was like, I didn't know what I was going to do with. So I have a lot of hats in the making, probably some cowls. I'm not a big cowl fan, but um, that's okay. I I think I'll probably make some sets. I thought I only had one skein of this coral like color. Nope, got two. So I think I'm gonna try making some cowls with them to like just go around the neck as well. So that's why the whole pile is there. I'm gonna put them away so that they're not just sitting out waiting for me. All right, so I, like I said, I made a decision about my husband's blanket, and I decided that I'm going to do a corner to corner blanket for him. I thought about doing I thought about knitting it, doing intarsia. I was practicing some intarsia. I think I did. I was just knitting some. This is from the hat and that I made. They're the Fair Isles hat, and actually this is the back side, so not too bad. Yep, I thought about it. I even cast it on like I don't know how many, because this yarn is thin. The pattern foundation, because normally it's written in for crochet, is 52 stitches, I believe. No, I'm sorry, it's like 105 stitches, something like that. So I doubled it because my thought was for every little square I would do 4 stitches, right? So 2 on the wrong side, 2 on the left side, and then be top and bottom. This yarn that I'm using, this is the Mega yarn. I got this from Hobbii, and it is a number 3, and it's I like it though. I do like working with this one. This one feels like it has a little substance to it compared to the number 3 of this yarn. I don't know if that makes sense, and I'm sure it's because of what it's made of, right? The difference of the material. This one is these yarns are made with, it's 45% acrylic, 45% polyester, and 10% wool. Man, if I could talk. It's 492 yards. You get quite a bit of yarn in with those little skeins there. And this one is 100% acrylic. So yeah, but it's still pretty thin. So I am in the process of taking out the blanket that I had started, and I did just start like a corner. That's my little mark of the first corner, so we know. So this, you're looking at the front side, I'm looking at the back. And then so yeah. So if I'm looking at it, it's this way. Actually, this is the way I should hold it. Sorry. Yeah. My first square is down here. Yeah, so I already took out a good chunk of that blanket. Bye-bye, blanket. But I feel good about my decision, and I'm just rolling them onto some bobbins as I'm undoing this because I'm going to need them anyway. I'm going to try to show you the pattern, the picture. Unfortunately, when it printed, I don't know how well you're going to see it. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to probably try to reprint this because it came in. Oh, wow. Hold on. Yeah, it's still really hard to see. That stinks. I don't know why it printed in pink and white, but it did. So anyway, actually it's a different pattern than what I was going to do. The one I was going to do the first time was the snare drum. But now this one I'm actually going to do a drum set because he doesn't play just the snare drum. He actually plays a whole drum set. So I'm going to see if I can try to reprint it and see if I can get it darker because I'm going to need it darker for myself, but also so I can just show you the picture of what it looks like. One page did oddly print blue. It's the strangest thing. Yeah. See, like it printed blue. I don't know why it did that. It didn't do all the rest of the pattern, you know, like that. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so that's what I decided to do in regards to his blanket. It's just to go ahead and do a corner to corner for that. I think it'll be easier. At least I hope it will be. Yeah. But other than that, not much else is going on. That's pretty much what I've been up to, what I've been doing. I was just looking around just to make sure I didn't forget to tell you anything. I'm still kind of working on my my little knit blanket slowly. I got a little bit, I'm almost to the corner with this blue. I did have to start another skein of yarn for it, the blue yarn, and I still have like 4 more skeins to go. So yeah. And I actually decided when I'm done with the blue, I'm gonna let that be. I'm not gonna add the purple to it, but because I have 2 different colors of purple. I have like the lavender and then the dark mixture of the purple. That's gonna be another blanket, and then when I do the red and the mixture of black and solid block, that's gonna be another blanket. So we purchased a camper. Yay! It's so cute. It's a retro 157 2018. It's a cute little camper that we purchased, and it's teal and white. So that's where that blanket's gonna go, in my little camper. So yeah, but other than that, that is, I think, about it. Yeah. So I hope everyone has had a great Easter. I know that was a few months ago. I feel like a few months ago. I'm so sorry. That was just last month. It feels like it was a few months ago. But I think that was the last time that I posted, somewhere around that time. And I want to wish all you moms out there, and moms of children that you didn't necessarily birth, grandmas and aunties and godmothers and everybody, every person that is a mother figure to somebody. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you have a beautiful Mother's Day. I hope that you get some, really whatever you want. If it's going out and having a party, you do that. If it's like sleeping in and being served breakfast in bed, I hope you get that. But whatever it is, I hope your day is beautiful. I will be working, but that's okay. My husband, so what we did was on Sunday, we went to a, oh, actually my husband asked me on Saturday about the blanket, because Sunday we went to a concert in Bethesda, Maryland, and it was really nice. So he took me out to dinner and a concert. So it's a place that you get to eat your dinner there and enjoy this live concert. So that's what we did, and I had a really nice time. So I do hope that you all have a very happy Mother's Day. All right, until the next time. Bye.